Good afternoon, everyone. Our topic today is it's all about Raspberry Pi. And what is Raspberry Pi? Raspberry Pi is a low-cost credit card-sized computer that plugs into computer, monitor, or TV, and uses a standard keyboard and mouse. It's a capable little device that enables people of all ages to explore computing and learn how to program in all languages like Scratch and Python. It's capable of doing everything you expect a desktop computer to do, from browsing the internet and playing high-definition video, making spreadsheets, word processing, and playing games. So, the history of Raspberry Pi. Its origins can be found in University of Cambridge Computer Laboratory in 2006. So, the computer scientists Aidan Upton, along with Rob Mullins, Jack Lang, and Liam Mycroft, were concerned that incoming computer undergraduate students had grown divorced from the technical aspects of computing. This was largely due to school syllabus that placed an emphasis on using computers rather than understanding them. So, the different versions of Raspberry Pi. The Raspberry Pi Zero. So, the first version of Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi Zero has half the size of Model A with twice the utility. Uh, Tiny Raspberry Pi that's affordable enough to any project. So, the Raspberry Zero has one gigahertz single core, 500 MB RAM, mini HDMI port, micro USB OTG port, micro USB power, hot compatible 40 hidden pin header, micro composite video and preset headers, and CSI camera connector. Next is Raspberry Pi 1 B Plus model. Compared to the Raspberry Pi Zero, as you can see, the Raspberry Zero has no pins, and the Raspberry Pi 1B, as you can see, you can spot the difference with these tiny little pins. The Raspberry Pi 1 B Plus model has more GPU pins, more USB ports, micro SD, 100 base Ethernet, lower power consumption, better audio, neater form factor, and next is the Raspberry Pi 2 Model B. Compared to previous version, it has 900 MHz quad-core ARM Cortex A7 CPU, 1 GB RAM. Like the Pi 1 Model B, it also has 100 base Ethernet, 4 USB ports, 40 GPU pins, full HDMI port, combined 3.5 audio jack and composite video, camera interface, display interface, micro SD card, video core, graphics core. And last is the Raspberry Pi Model 3 A+. Has a Broadcom BCM 2837BO, 512, 512 MB, 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz IEEE, extended 40-pin GPIO header, full-size HDMI, single USB ports, CSI camera, CSI display port connecting to Raspberry Pi touch display, 4 pulse stereo output, composite video, micro SD port, 5 volts power input, and next is Raspberry Pi project. This is the example of some the project that use with Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi project with make a Twitter boot, wireless pin server, FM station, build a TOR router, and next is components of Raspberry Pi. Here are the various components of Raspberry Pi board. ARM, CPU, GPU, GPIO, RCA, audio out, leads, and USB. This is a common connection port of peripheral device of all types. HDMI, power, SD card slot. This is a full-size SD card slot and SD card with operating system. Ethernet, and price comparisons between the different versions of Raspberry Pi. In Raspberry Pi 4, we have $35. $35. So $35 convert to peso, this will be 1,817 and 95 cents. 1,807 pesos and 95 cents. In Raspberry Pi 3 Model A Plus, $25 convert to peso, 1,998 1,298 pesos and 53 cents. Centavos. Raspberry Pi Zero, $15 convert to peso, 779 pesos and 12 centavos. Next is Raspberry Pi 4. Your tiny dual display desktop PC replacements like small, like not a little compared to your desktop PC. Raspberry Pi 4, complete, upgraded, re-engineered, faster, more powerful. With the new specs of choice of RAM, 1 gig, 2 gig, or 4 gig, with more powerful processor, and you can spot the difference. The HDMI port was replaced with two micro HDMI ports. Previous is we have only one HDMI port, and the Ethernet was moved to the right side, and the USB port were placed in the left side. And next is the performance. The speed of performance of the new Raspberry Pi 4 is a step from up the earlier models. For the first time, we built a complete desktop experience. So we were experiencing like a real desktop here. So silent, energy efficient. The fanless, energy efficient Raspberry Pi runs silently and uses far less power than other computers. Fast networking. Raspberry Pi 4 comes with Gigabyte Ethernet along with onboard wireless networking and Bluetooth. USB 3. Your new Raspberry Pi has upgraded USB capacity along with two USB ports. You'll find two USB ports which can transfer data up to 10 times faster than the previous. Uh, Raspberry Pi Model B and their highlights. 1.5 GHz quad core, 64-bit, 1 gig, 2 gig, or 4 gig SD RAM, full throughput Gigabyte Ethernet, dual band, wireless network, Bluetooth 5.0, 2 USB 3.0, dual monitor support, at resolution up to 4K, video core BI graphics supporting OpenGL, 4K P60 hardware decode, complete compatibility with Raspberry Pi products, and the power. The power is power where they move from USB micro B to USB C for power connector. In video, to accommodate dual display output with the existing board footprint, they replace a Type A full-size HDMI pair Type D HDMI connectors in the USB and Ethernet. Our Gigabyte Ethernet mag jack has moved to the top right of the board from the bottom right, greatly simplifying PCB routing. In the options of the RAM of Raspberry Pi, so the 1 gig RAM is $35, 2 gig is 45, 4 gig is 55. So the new Raspberry Pi Raspbian software in Raspberry Pi 4 case. So the Raspberry Pi 4 case, Gordon has been working with the design partners Kennard, Dufort, and manufacturers T0 to develop all new two-part case priced at par. So that's all. Thank you for watching and God bless.